Why do some people keep winning while others, even with talent, stay stuck in the same place? The answer isn't luck, intelligence, or perfect timing. It's something much deeper: the way they think. Every champion, billionaire, elite athlete, and high performer shares one invisible advantage that most people never notice. And once you understand it, you'll never look at success the same way again. Imagine two people standing at the exact same starting line. They have similar skills, similar opportunities, and even similar resources. A few years later, one has built an incredible life while the other is still making excuses. What changed? Their mindset. Psychology shows that our brain doesn't simply react to reality. It creates the reality we experience through the meaning we give to events. Winners understand this better than anyone. When they fail, they don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" They ask, "What is this teaching me?" That single shift changes everything. Most people see failure as proof they're not good enough. Winners see failure as feedback. Every mistake becomes information. Every setback becomes training, and every rejection becomes redirection. This is why they recover faster than everyone else. Research in psychology has repeatedly shown that people who view challenges as opportunities to grow develop stronger resilience, better problem-solving abilities, and greater long-term success. Their brains literally become better at adapting under pressure. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Winners don't wait until they feel motivated. They understand that motivation is unreliable. Some days you'll feel inspired, but most days you won't. Instead, they build discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when emotions tell you not to. That's why, while others are waiting for the perfect mood, winners are already taking action. And action creates momentum. Momentum builds confidence. Confidence creates bigger action. It's a cycle that keeps pushing them forward, while everyone else remains trapped in overthinking. Another powerful difference is how winners talk to themselves. Most people have an inner voice that constantly criticizes them. "I'm not smart enough. I'll probably fail. Others are better than me." Winners replace that voice with questions that empower them. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," they ask, "How can I learn to do this?" That tiny change activates the brain's problem-solving system instead of its fear response. Your brain begins searching for solutions instead of excuses. This is one of the biggest psychological hacks behind consistent success. Winners also understand delayed gratification. They are willing to sacrifice temporary comfort for permanent results. While most people chase instant pleasure, scrolling social media, binge-watching shows, or avoiding difficult tasks, winners invest today's effort into tomorrow's rewards. Psychology famously demonstrated this through experiments showing that people who could delay immediate rewards often achieved greater success later in life because they developed stronger self-control. Winners train this ability every single day. They know that every small disciplined decision strengthens their identity. And identity is where real transformation begins. Most people focus on goals. Winners focus on becoming the type of person who naturally achieves those goals. Instead of saying, "I want to write a book," they think, "I am becoming a writer." Instead of saying, "I want to get fit," they believe, "I am someone who takes care of my body." When identity changes, behavior follows automatically because people naturally act in ways that match who they believe they are. Another hidden trait of winners is emotional control. They don't ignore emotions, but they refuse to let emotions make their decisions. Fear still exists, doubt still appears, anxiety still visits. The difference is they move forward anyway. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's taking action despite fear. This psychological skill separates high performers from average performers because success often requires making uncomfortable decisions repeatedly. Winners also protect what enters their minds. They know the brain absorbs its environment like a sponge. That's why they carefully choose the people they spend time with, the books they read, the videos they watch, and the conversations they engage in. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, your thinking becomes limited. But when you're surrounded by growth, ambition, and possibility, your own standards begin to rise. Your environment quietly shapes your identity more than you realize. Perhaps the biggest difference of all is that winners take responsibility, not because everything is their fault, but because responsibility gives them power. Blaming circumstances, other people, or bad luck may feel comforting for a moment, but it also hands away control. Winners ask themselves, "What can I do next?" That question keeps them moving while others stay trapped in frustration. This is why two people can experience the exact same setback and end up with completely different futures. One becomes a victim of the situation, the other becomes stronger because of it. In the end, winning isn't about having a different brain. It's about training your brain to think differently every single day. Every thought becomes a decision. Every decision becomes a habit. Every habit becomes your identity. And your identity creates your future. So the next time life challenges you, don't ask whether you can succeed. Ask yourself a better question. What would a winner think right now? Because the moment your thinking changes, your actions begin to change. And when your actions change consistently, your entire life follows. The biggest victory you'll ever achieve isn't defeating someone else. It's mastering the way you think. And that is where every extraordinary success story truly begins.